Hi everybody, this is Oops Pa, Katie, and I'm here to do, this is Saturday morning, and actually probably it's early afternoon now, and I am going to make you my very favorite go-to when I'm feeling bad, when I want to munch on something, when I'm craving like crazy kind of snack, and that's chocolate chip cookies. Woohoo, yeah! Okay, so a couple things you're going to want. One is you're going to want two bowls. You're going to want a large bowl for what's going to become your wet ingredients, and you're going to want a smaller bowl for your dry ingredients. What we're going to start out with is the first four ingredients here. And this is half a cup of white sugar, a quarter cup of packed brown sugar, half a cup of butter, and that can be margarine. I'm using margarine, but you can use real butter or you can use shortening. Don't use oil though, because it's going to make everything too soggy. And you're going to need a single egg. The egg should be, you should have the egg sitting out on the counter for a little while before you use it. It's better if the eggs are at room temperature. And what we're going to do, that's for the first bowl, and then we're also going to add some vanilla later. In the second bowl over here, this is where you're going to add your dry ingredients, which is a cup and a half of flour, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and about a cup of chocolate chips. Now when you do your chocolate chips, they should be semi-sweet chocolate chips, but you can use milk chocolate or white if you like. It's just that semi-sweet chocolate chips, the flavor, there's more flavor in them after the cookie is cooked, and if you use milk chocolate chips, you lose some of that chocolate flavor. So for you chocolate lovers, definitely go with semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay, so what you do in the first bowl is you're going to mix together the white sugar, the brown sugar, he's totally packed in there, and you're going to also mix together cream this all together with the butter. Now I took my butter and put it in the microwave and got it a little wet and gooey, as you can see. Alrighty, looks like I'm gonna need a little help scraping that off. So I'm just going to cream these three ingredients together, and when I'm done I'll add the egg, and when I've beat the egg in, then I'll add the vanilla. So now that we have that pretty much creamed together, I'm going to add our egg. That baby open, throw her in there. So now we're just going to beat the egg in. So there, it looks really good. Can't see the egg at all anymore. Nice and runny. And now we're going to add vanilla. Vanilla is very much personal choice, so I just add it till I feel I'm satisfied. I like my cookies to smell and taste very vanilla-y. And then we're just going to mix that in as well. So that was really easy. There we have our wet ingredients. Now for the dry ingredients. In the bowl we're going to mix together the cup and a half of flour, the half a teaspoon of baking soda, now you also add salt. Lots of recipes this size would call for about a half a teaspoon of salt, but generally we put in less than that, probably about a quarter of a teaspoon, and I usually just put it out in my hand till I think that looks about right, and then put it in. And then the last ingredient to the dry is the chocolate chips. We just pour in right like that. Okay. So we're just going to mix our dry ingredients together. This takes a second. Make sure that baking soda is all evenly throughout the flour. as well as the salt. If you have too much baking soda in your cookies or in any kind of baking, it will cause whatever you're cooking to have a very bitter flavor. So you want to make sure you don't overdo it with the baking soda. Alright, so now we have our dry ingredients are finished and our wet ingredients are waiting. And all I'm going to do is dump the entire thing in my bowl. Now lots of people like to dump a little and stir it and dump a little more and stir it and dump a little more and stir it, but I don't. I can't be bothered. And I'm just going to mix this up until every bit of it is mixed and there's no flour left to be found anywheres. You also want to preheat your oven to 350. Yes, it's coming together really nice. It smells really good. It smells like vanilla. It's a wonderful smell. Oh, we're almost there, folks. You'll want a cookie sheet as well, and it will be an ungreased cookie sheet. And depending on the temperature of your oven, you're going to want to cook these somewhere between 10 and 12 minutes. Some ovens are hotter at 350 than other ovens that are at 350, and I don't understand the science behind it. It has to do with drafts or something. There we go. As you can see, there isn't any flour left. Everything is all well mixed, and it's ready now to go on our cookie sheet. And I'm just going to plop these down about yay big. Alrighty. Okay, so there we have a cookie sheet that is ready to go in, and when the oven gets up to heat, I'll pop them in and we'll check them about the 10-minute mark and see how they're doing, and hopefully they'll be ready. So the oven is up to heat, and I'm just going to stick the cookies in there right now. There we go. So now that they're done, you want to leave them on the cookie sheet for about a minute before you remove them. And that's because the chocolate chips are really gooey, and they just need a little bit of cooling time so that the bottoms can harden up a bit on the cookies, so that when you scrape them off, you don't end up having accordion cookies, which some of you may be aware of. And then you just put them on your cooling rack, which hopefully is very handy. This recipe makes, if you don't eat the cookie dough, it makes about 18 to 20 cookies.